Okay, we have two people signed up to testify before the public hearing. The first one is Justin O'Connell.
Mr. Mayor, council members, the moment we've all been waiting for, the budget. Yes, we can do this, and we will. We're actually not too bad off here. Have you seen these other cities? They're like basically totally in the red. What they did was they shut down all the businesses, and they didn't get sales tax, and then they thought the ARPA funds were going to cover everything, but the ARPA funds didn't cover everything because of the cost of living increase. And now they're basically not sure what to do to cover the expenses they already have. They have this massive drug outbreak. They are a little bit behind on getting in front of that. Fentanyl deaths in the streets, homeless people everywhere, just increased expenses. So we're not doing so bad here. You know, the other cities are kind of like crackheads. They're like begging the feds for more and more money. They can't keep up with the destitution, but here we're early in the process, you see. So we do have some big expenses, like the library, for instance, which, spoiler alert, in the future becomes a homeless shelter. Thomas Jefferson once experimented with a private membership-based library, probably like the YMCA, showers, books, that sort of thing. 1.8 million goes into the library this year. It's effectively a government monopoly. Yet the local thrift stores are dominating the market. They have everything you could possibly want. Civil Disobedience by Henry David Thoreau for $1. 1984 for 50 cents. Brave New World for 50 cents. Animal Farm. All pennies on the dollars. They have all the classics. You just got to kind of shop around town. But the library is really not about being competitive on the book market. It's more about monopoly and then curating knowledge. But that's kind of longer term plan with that. So $2 million well spent. $500,000 for the Public Objects Commission, also known as the Arts Commission. Everyone loves the objects. You've heard all about it. Have you seen the privately donated art around town? The Hecla Mining Miner, the Idaho Wildlife Museum Cowboy. It's beautiful. But the Objects Fund is really all about kind of yuppie to yuppie welfare. I'm not even objective here. You actually rejected my power fist. So, I mean, I have every reason to kind of criticize that, but I'm still all for it. Have I mentioned that I love that in the state we have a monopoly on liquor too, and we get a cut of that? The thing I want to know is to increase the revenue on that, can we start promoting it with billboards, etc.? Maybe we can do a partnership with the college. We did this in Big Tobacco in colleges. We basically pushed chew on the baseball players. Tony Gwynn, good story about that. Maybe we can do that here on the liquor front. Big Tobacco, I have them on speed dial if you need to hear from them. I don't see enough police equipment in the budget. Plus, we're selling police equipment, so that seems a little bit too fiscally responsible. President Dark Brandon already gave the speech. You know, the speech where it's like, this group is bad, we got to get rid of them speech, and then it goes from that group to the other groups. We've seen this before. So we need more city police equipment, tanks, cruise missiles, F-15s for the police department. Speaking of which, have we budgeted for the database that was requested also?
So I don't know if there's any way to create perhaps an online database where these comments are transcribed.
I actually do tech, and I can either implement an old-fashioned database or the brain chip. I have different packages on that. Another thing I noticed is that the general government category, it accounts for less than 10% of the city funds, and this should be 100% of the city funds. The general government, it should just be all the money, so it's a little bit more opaque, and people can't come up here and kind of pick it apart. This timer right here, it's an unnecessary government expense. It makes public comment easier, so you kind of know where you are, and you can keep track with your notes, so I would recommend just getting rid of that to save some money, and then also limiting the time on public comment to save on the lights here. I have all sorts of ideas on this front, but I guess we'll just have to wait till next year. Thank you.
Thank you.